Yeah. Okay, have fun.
All right. Okay, let's see. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Okay, I'm not writing a paper, but if I was writing a paper, I'd be writing a paper about how Tesla stock is doing right now. Actually, not how Tesla stock is doing, but more so how Tesla and Apple are doing. Automated went to Yahoo. I like Google more because it's they get better results. Period. All right. So let me go to Google.com. Both of these. Shoot, I am not used to using Apple. Where's the control button at on this mug? There it is, command. Okay. Where is that? Okay, so now I'm on Google. It's still Yahoo. Okay. I like this laptop though. This mug is clean. Anyway, oh, that's looking really nice. First place I'm going to look for my information. What I'm looking for is certain trends in the market. I'm going to go to Yahoo Finance. It's the first place I always go to check for news or anything happening in the markets. So here on Yahoo Finance, they have a news section for both Tesla and Apple, which is good. Okay, sorry, I'm not really used to talking when I do this, so I'm gonna try to do the best I can. Okay, so the first place to look for information is going to be Google. I'm going to type in Tesla. I'm going to type in Tesla and Apple. Those are the only two stocks that I trade. Then from Google, usually if there's anything happening, like any news articles or anything that's going on, it'll be the first thing on Google, right? So then if it is, I'll check that out first. This is the time frame is around like 8 in the morning before the market even opens. The market opens up at 9:30. That's how I begin my research process. Then from there, I go to Yahoo Finance and I look at the charts, look at the pre-market. Okay. And since I trade monthly to 2-week options, I'll look at mostly the 1 month or 5-day or 1-day charts. And generally, I'll look for a trend within a trend. So, meaning like if I think the stock is going to go up, then I'll make sure that the 3-month chart has an upward trend, and I'll also look at the 1-day chart or 5-day chart to make sure that there is a positive trend. Since I'm not really going to be in these stocks for more than basically a week, those are the only two time frames I need to look at: the 1-day, the 1 month, and the 5-day. That's just 3 time frames. Okay. I use the search terms. Okay. Okay, so right now I'm in Tesla right now. I got a put option on them, which means I think that the stock is going to go down. So, and it's actually going down, so I'm making money, which is a good thing. Next thing I'll do is I'll go to TD Ameritrade. And I don't know know if I want to log on to there because I think this is being recorded. But if I were to go on TD Ameritrade, I would log into my personal profile, and from there I can see all my assets in every stock that I have a position in. I'll also be able to see another feed of news sources, and anything that's happened within the within the past hour, day, or anything. Really anything that's recent, any news that's relevant and recent. Um, okay. Another place I'll probably go to if I can't find anything on Tesla, anything in the news, is I'll just go back to Google and I'll type in Tesla. Oops. Type in Tesla. Okay, and so then I'll actually scroll down on Google and I'll see exactly the top stories right here. Let's see right here. It says Tesla tumbles at the Goldman Sachs, says Model 3 will something. I don't know how to right click on this computer. Wish I can right click, because normally when I'm doing research, I like to right click and open up multiple tabs. If I could, then I would open up this Tesla story about Goldman Sachs. I'd open that up in a new tab. How do you do that? So actually, I'm going to Google how to do that real quick. Open the tab. Apple MacBook. Let's see, it keeps rerouting to Yahoo. I don't really like using Yahoo. It kind of sucks. Like, okay, let me just keep talking here. So if I could open up that link, I don't know how to do it right now, but if I could, oh, here it is. Control plus Shift. Yeah, as you can tell, I own. I got a PC computer, not a Mac. Control Shift. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to open up a new tab with this. Right click button on this computer. Okay, so if I could open that link, I would open up that link on that story, which was presented by Electric. I don't know that news outlet, but it's still a story worth reading. Not every news that's going to be released per stock is going to be relevant and interesting news. So you got to kind of like weed out what's important. And the way that I like to weed out what's important is I like to see how it affects the stock. So if, let's say, Tesla has an average trading volume of like 5 million right now, which I think is what it actually is, average trading volume is 5 million. Then let's say when the market opens, Tesla has an opening volume of like 3 million. So that right there projects that Tesla will exceed that $5 million or 5 million share average because when the market opened, it already had 3 million. If that makes any sense. So, and usually with trading stocks or options, volume is your friend. Volume means there's going to be a solid price trend, which means that if you're investing your money, it's a safe bet that if it's going positive within the first 30 minutes to an hour, then it will continue to be positive for the first 30 minutes to an hour, and vice versa if it's going negative. Now let's say if I was writing a paper on this, I'll write a paper. Okay, so let me skip that question. I usually keep up with the information I locate by, I normally would open up a Microsoft Word file, and I just copy the URL into that Microsoft Word and just post it in there and just keep the tab open most def. I usually don't decide which sources I'm going to save and use until the very end after I've dissected all the information I need, which means that if Electric reported a story about Tesla tumbling after Goldman Sachs says Model 3 will be blah, 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 if I find a few more articles that say the same thing, then I'll know that's adequate, that's an accurate story. Because this was presented 1 day ago. So if it actually meant anything, then it would impact this price right here. And so already we see that Tesla's going down significantly. And that isn't because of this article. This is actually because of their earnings. They had horrible earnings. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it was bad. It could have been a lot better. I don't want to get into too much of these details. Okay. So basically, if I was researching Tesla, that's all I would really do. Let me just go on the off subject here. If I was researching quantum computers, this is real quick. So make sure you have some good data. Okay, so first I want to research what is. Okay, so I'm writing a paper on quantum computers. First place like information is Google. Type in quantum computers. I see right here their definition of what a quantum computer is. I don't know what that means. Okay, so now I'm gonna Google what is a quantum computer, and then I would go by. I don't know how to open up a new tab, but I would actually just what am I doing? Okay. Oh wait, is that how you do it? Oh snap! I figured it out. Okay, so that's how you open up a new tab. So I'd open up that one. I think I may be running out of time. Open up this one. Because all these are interesting things I'm going to be looking at. Open up all those three right there. I'm choosing these links right here because this right here, Wikipedia, will give me a general basis of what kind of computing is. My time off? Oh, there's some sound coming out here. Okay, and so then, so then I go, what is a quantum computer? And I have three sources right here. And after I figure out what I generally think a quantum computer is, that'll probably lead to another question. And since I did research on this a little earlier, my next question would be, what is superposition? And what is a quantum state? And I do this research just for my personal gain so that I can quickly describe these terms intelligently if I was putting this stuff on a PowerPoint. You feel me? I'm choosing these links because these are websites that I know them really well, and I've gotten information off of these websites before, especially Wikipedia, physics.org. Oh, dang, I did it again. Okay, so this is a good website. I'd actually take this, and I would put that on the Microsoft Word. Put that URL in the Microsoft Word. Look at this right here. Tesla is still doing very nicely. Yes, I think I'm done.
Hey, you're all done.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was new.
Yeah. Just close on out of everything. Your stuff. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was really trying to figure out how to right click at first. I couldn't figure it
Oh.
out. I'm not used to using MacBook.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so maybe like using a Windows, they're kind of weird. So.